Okay, so let's have a look at a couple of these raking techniques I told you about. I'm going to use the Z wrench and the Bogota rake from the Praxis kit. So we'll start off with the drag raking. So I'm going to insert the tension tool. Remember to keep the tool horizontal. See, when it's in, you want it to stay horizontal. Don't let it tilt up. So when it's inside the lock, you don't want it like that. You want it to stay nice and straight. Otherwise, it's going to interfere with the raking. So I insert that. With the pressure on it, you see there's a little bit of movement in that. Rather than considering yourself as putting pressure on it, just put it to the, as if you're putting it to the bottom of that little bit of movement, and then rest your finger on it. The rake goes in that way up. Look at the slopes on the pick. So it goes in that way up. So I insert that, and it goes in that far. Yeah, you can see how far. So the pattern's in there. You can tell by where those little slopes are. Now as I drag that out, I'm going to slightly increase the pressure on the wrench. So I'm going to take it out first properly, just because while I was showing you it there, it moved around too much for me. So I put it in, and then as I pull it out, oh, there you go. That lock's picked. I'll show you again. So wrench in, maintain that horizontal axis. Pick goes in, and as I withdraw it, I slightly increase the pressure on this. Okay, so that's drag raking. You can use a ball pick, a double ball, a diamond. Most lock picks will work with that, but I really like using the Bogota. With this lock, which is still open, don't have the keys to it, it's locked now. I'm going to show you a different technique. With this technique, I go in, I put the wrench in, and then I go in, and I sort of go in like a circular motion. And as I'm doing that, I'm slightly pulsing the tension wrench. And as I'm feeling changes in the situation of the pins in the lock, like as they're slowly setting one by one, that information's being transmitted down the wrench. It will sometimes take a little jolt or a little jerk, and sometimes you can even see the plug here, the circular bit that the keyway is in, turn a little bit. Once you've set a few pins and it's not so gnarly in there, not so congested, and you know you're down to a couple of just 2 or 3 pins, or 1 or 2, you don't need to stick so much with that circular motion. You can start doing an almost, you're still going in and out, but it's like a rocking motion. But you learn this through practice. That's the only thing I can say. You learn this by learning how to interpret the feelings down the wrench and down the pick. So let's have a go at this for you. So I go in, I'm just going round. I can feel them setting. There's these little tingles going down that wrench, and so now it's a little bit more rocking. You can see I'm not maintaining such a horizontal, and that lock is open. Raking is fantastic. Thanks for watching.